Hello, folks. Welcome in. I am Xander Dream, and you watch some Night Watch with Xander. The Santos, your ship just happened to dock in the port of Isla Verde, right at the moment that its legitimate government had to flee the country. What a coincidence, don't you think? In God's plan, there is no coincidences. Conquer an island for your people, and the Almighty told me that will be your home, and from it you will finally open the gates of paradise. Then Jesus Christ communicated these precise coordinates. I see that Jesus is very up to date on international news. As you both know, Isla Verde is a former colony and is mired in a deep crisis. So no foreign government is going to care very much what happens in this forgotten corner of the world. Isn't that right? There's just one wrinkle in your plan, Santos. The Freeman's Army guerrilla is also fighting for control of the country. They don't have the sympathy of the population, but they're extremely violent and they're also heavily armed. I know, God always spoke to me about this horrible civil war. Go forth and bring peace and harmony to the people of the island and convert them to one true faith, he said to me. Of course, that explains a ton of peace and understanding inside those army crates that you have stashed in your hold. We've already talked about that. It's no use trying to reason with you. You'll never understand the divine greatness of my mission, Trillian. Maybe not, but here's a piece of advice if you don't want problems. Make sure your people do understand the machine and its agent are ready. Tell me, Santos, are you? As Joshua was when he crossed the river Jordan carrying the ark. Alright, let's take a look on what we have here. Okay, so southwest, northwest, northeast, and southeast. Okay, 4 coordinates. I cannot fail. Ooh, that's lovely. There's only 4 places and 4 of these. And what does this little thing do? Ancestral worship. Okay. Ooh, that would be good to place there, I think. That would also be good to place there. That could be placed anywhere. This... What's... Oh, they're equal. Okay. So let's put that there. We'll put this nearby, I feel. As well as this here. But before I do all that, let me check my math. Yeah, I could place that there. I think that's gonna be the first place I conquer. There really isn't a central. I try to go for a more central place when I do this. But there really isn't a central place. So I think this will be the area to do that. Oh no, I have to start at the very edge here. Okay, I have to work my way around the island. This will make things a little more difficult for me, isn't it? So that one I just need 3. So, okay. Forgotten... Yeah, the Forgotten Arsenals. Come on, let me place that. I don't like how it's making me do this. This is gonna end badly. The port of Isla Verde, the Promised Land, is the only ship moored in Isla Verde. Okay, the Promised Land ship. Isla Verde's tiny port, like a giant rising up out of the water. It seems poised to swallow the island in a single bite. That is our objective in coming here after all, Master. Let's get to work right away. Okay, so this needs to, as I said, the tree. We will start there. Eat this along just a tiny bit, just so I could, yes, plant some oleum there. Food market. One of the market stalls is selling Bucana juice? It's made from a plant that's illegal on the island because of its toxicity. You'll find it if you know where to look. The native people used it as a medicine. The dose makes the poison. The seller tells me, and with a malevolent smile, he offers me to try some. The seller puts a drop in my mouth. The substance burns my throat as it goes down, and I start vomiting. Bucana can extend your life or cut it short. The dose makes the poison, he says, chuckling. He gives me a rag to wipe off the purple stain juice has left on my tongue. Okay, I think, that needs political power. Let's extract some of that. Move a little bit more slowly here because I have to conquer all, but yeah, look at that. Already got this. 50 megatons of dampness, dust, and nuclear warheads. We've gotten arsenals. So top secret that everyone's forgotten they exist. They say that the nuclear silo could be anywhere. Under your very house, even. What's this? Thank you for your help during the election. The first shipment of cash and weapons that Dan Burbeck will be sending regularly to Isla Verde from the U.S. will reach the island in a few days. Oh, he is keeping his promise to us. That is very good news. Independent Plaza. They tell me that this plaza was built in 1830 to serve as a stage for the colonial power that subjugated this island for over a century. Now it's falling apart under Isla Verde's sun like the gray, fossilized skeleton of a dinosaur. Might as well explore this too. And I'll move up and get these other areas, starting to explore them a little bit at least. Palaces was looted recently. Next to me, a woman reads a poster stuck on the wall by the Freeman Gorilla. Under a photo of deposed President Gamala Amandi, I've read the words, wanted for cowardice and treason. The office residence of the overthrown president is a mess. Seeing what's left of it, I'm surprised by the simplicity and austerity of his life. Anyone who came here looking for cash or jewels was wasting their time. Looking around, I find a small colonial-era trunk that hasn't been opened. Yeah, master. Ooh, 50 a pump. Let's put that there. I should extract some more. Ooh, we get a card here too. Ooh, okay. Let's do this. And of course I'll upgrade her. Why not? Upgrade my main girl, you know? That should be enough to get that. Oh, it's not enough to get that. Ooh. It's okay. Discovering Imperial Neighborhood. National Army Barracks. I reached a district where the colonial elite of the island historically resided. Army barracks are empty and the weapons have disappeared. I'm afraid that the majority of the soldiers have deserted and now make up a bulk of the Freeman's Army, Master. Okay, before I do anything here, let me go back. Back more, what's this? Thanks to the port, the southwestern part of the island has more contact with the outside world, and is more susceptible to foreign influence, and the population sees their presence as a bulwark against the Freeman's Army. Okay. More bulwark. Like that. Now I can upgrade this. So these are just warheads, arsenal, atom? Are they atom bombs? Ooh, they might be. The future will be luminous, vibrant, and explosive. Have you read about those explosions downtown? I think it was one of those damn ammunition depots. Are you sure? They're talking about a gas leak on the news. Oh wow, I'm close to that already. Now I can explore this a little bit more. Implant. Let's implant that there. Oh yeah, it's ready for me. I just need to make my move. Wait, this makes no sense. An abandoned racetrack on a tiny remote island like this, nearly 100 years old and has never been used, the local man tells me. One of the many ruins foreigners left behind when they departed. The real question is, what didn't they leave in the ruins when they departed? Replies dejectedly, hardly looking at me. The fields and the mines, Isla Verde was left as dry and hollowed out as an animal carcass after a flock of vultures done with it. Okay, so let me pause. I need to figure out what to place here. Here I need that, and that I need that. So those, I can't touch these at all. Any of these. Oh, but I could touch this, spread fear. Or one of these. Oh, that leads to 20. That leads to 15, so that's gonna go there, definitely. There's a lot for this, actually. Ooh. This is a hard choice, actually. Not me. Let's save that, because I don't know if this is going to be enough to fully integrate over here. That I would have enough to do, actually. Doppelganger. Innocent, but there were several witnesses. So I need the heart. Let me extract that first. Oh wow, it's spreading fast, actually. With that, I could explore this. Yep, there we go. So a doppelganger. No evidence. All the witnesses recognize you. Horrible homicide in the middle of the street. Dozens of people witnessed the incident. The murderer, Bareface, did not try to hide her identity at any time. The Isla Verde Museum. Once it was a colonial jail, now it's a museum dedicated to Isla Verde's history. From the time of the earliest native people to the War of Independence in 1967. Look at this display case full of idols with fascination. They were primitive fear machines or ancient talismans for warding off. I don't know. Oh shoot, my enemy has arrived. Please don't do anything, my enemy. Okay, we need to infiltrate. I need to know who they are and what they want. Bosco Tur, war warlord, 60 years of age. Local paramilitary guerrilla. After executing a coup and overthrowing the president, Gamala Amdi, and his legitimate government, the Freeman Army wants total control of the country, annihilate all political, social, and military opposition in Isla Verde. Ooh, he seems a bit dangerous. Santos, I'm Bosco Tur, the Lion of Isla Verde, the conqueror, the liberator, and the triumphant one, future lord of this land. I've just been informed that your dirty, predatory white nose has led you here in the middle of our heroic revolution. You're clever creature. The people's hearts were broken by the fight of President Abdali of flight, and now you're sad orphans looking for the next savior. Maybe you'd like to be you. It would be better for you and your people to leave the island and not interfere in our destiny, little preacher man. God has led us to this land and given us its divine property, but it's not necessary for you to spill your blood. If you wish, you'll be welcomed by the people of Santos. I see now that you are one of those lazy and condescending religious hypocrites, just like President Abdali when he was in power. I think you'll hit it off with that spineless, self-important coward. Who knows, maybe someday you'll get to meet one another. The Freeman's army will subdue this island, and you and your people would do well to step aside in the meantime. Underestimated, his movements will expand more slowly. That's exactly what I want. The civil servant in charge of the port's registry office was observed looking at his phone. We can poke around without fear. The first registry books are thick leather-bound volumes dating back to 1826. Newer ones are as flimsy and thin as school notebooks. So the most recent ones. Apart from the Promised Land, there is another 6 entries in the annual registry, and all with the same description: export of minerals to the continent. And as the responsible party, the same name is always listed: Bosco Torre. Everything indicates that the freemen are trafficking in the island's scarce resources on the side, Master. That is all I need right now. Well, not all I need. I need to have my second in command here. Which I might get if I do this. The Forgotten Arsenal. Ooh. Transfer free. I want to go with vibration, maybe? Yes. Armageddon sleeps under your feet. Oh my gosh. Despite the constant denials, critical voices demand investigation into the rumored abandoned nuclear silos. Okay. He's there. I need to make my move and make it fast. Ooh. I love the smell of oleum in the mornings. Says this stickly broker. Okay. Well, why not? Oh, yes. Set. That is what I need to stop Santos. Neon Beach. Neon Beach? This is clearly not the original name of the beach. What was it called before, and why did they change it? I asked a swimmer or fisherman if I could find one, but these waters are notoriously polluted, so it's hard to find anyone near the shore. That's... oh, I need more. More is no problem here. Ooh, okay. So this is... yes, police activity. Double! Tell that to the judge. Although the woman arrested maintains her innocence, her description perfectly matches the description given by numerous witnesses. Okay, I was just checking if I had to unlock anything here. I really don't. Let us see what our man can find. Let's look at these old books. I failed. Let's try that again. This time not failing. It'll take double the time though. Okay, I need to infiltrate that next. Special envoy. The only guest at the hotel is an elderly foreign correspondent who just met at the decadent poolside bar. I've never been on this island for 50... oh, I've been on this island for 50 years, and the only reason I'm still here is because my newspaper has forgotten all about me. Just taking a sip of its drink. Then he offers... ooh, okay. Let's go to Freeman. It's the same old story the journalist tells me. Brave patriots who are going to save the country, but in the end, it's all just greed and ambition. Even on an impoverished island like this one, you'll find vermin like Bosco Torre, an animal willing to do anything to wring out the last drop of profit of its people. Might as well just keep on exploring here. Okay. Civil servant, let's see if we can make this. Oh, barely. I pore over the oldest registry books. Hundreds of European vessels with imperial-sounding names came and went each year into port. According to records, they always arrived empty and departed fully loaded, never the other way around. Seems like the infallible laws of the market have never worked very well in these latitudes, Master. Let's do it. And let's do it fast. The Bruno Plains. Coffee fields. The coffee plantations of Isla Verde were prosperous decades ago, but global speculation in coffee beans has bankrupted them. Wall Street broker decided these workers and their families will eat today or go hungry. Isn't it wonderful how well the machine works? Oh, that's the machine's doing, okay. Let's extract some stuff there. Hopefully we can find something. In this Freeman boot camp, new recruits receive combat training. As I watch a truck full of farm animals make its way to the covered pavilion, a veteran soldier throws a kit bag at me and yells, "Let's go, rookie." Class is starting. I find a pavilion where the vehicle is parked. Inside, a group of children wearing uniforms run with machetes after loose animals. Some of the kids already set the throat of their prey. Others are crying because they can't bring themselves to hurt it. Cowards, today they're piglets, but tomorrow they'll be your enemies, yells the instructor. Oh, okay. I might be able to afford that. What do I need here? Oh, that's what I need there. And some loot. Enough heart. Yes, that is. So we go over here. Yes. Just cutting it really close. I can't have that incursion going off. The voice of the dead. Tape recorded running enchanted. Okay. Come on, get moving. You're not gonna miss the train. Okay. I start class in a few hours to learn the most basic techniques of pillaging, killing, raping, and torturing. I'm now a proud soldier of the Freeman's army. Before leaving, I hear an instructor talking about a major camp that had to be evacuated in a hurry. Have a look. 20 more days. I could do it. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Oh, hold on. I've got to upgrade this. Injustice. Your darkest side. During the trials, he claimed that the crime was committed by someone who looks exactly like her. Can you believe that defense? Maybe she'll rot in prison. President, yeah, pronounce that. Elementary school. The main classroom at the elementary school is empty. The children are enjoying their hour of recess. One shelf holds the only library, and the school has a few dozen ancient, tattered volumes on the wall. Portrait of a deposed president. Amaldi? Looks down, me with gravitas. Around the library, an old book on the local history. I read the following. Our glorious War of Independence began in 1967. The island's population finally expelled the colonial forces, opening up our glorious future of peace and prosperity for people of Isla Verde. Future of peace, prosperity? I'm afraid those words never rhyme very well with your... Ooh, okay. No, I don't think so either. Let's implant that. Explore that. Oh shoot. I didn't realize it wasn't paused. The nucleus of the Freeman moved to the jungle and left behind remains of their old camp. It must have been in a hurry because they abandoned a pair of intact tents, the main mess hall, and a pantry. Something about this place that gives off a very unpleasant vibe, even for me, Master. Or a mess hall. Let's see what we get. The mess hall is set up for a ceremony. Everything suggests that it was a dinner for Bosco Ture and his inner circle. The feast is still intact. Fruit, meat, vegetables in the center of the table, crawling with flies and ants. The tray holds the main dishes, the human heart. Okay, that's dark even for this. Implant that. Let me implant that. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, he's moved up his face. The child chews tobacco leaves as he watches his father's work. I told him that takes the edge off hunger. The man tells me resignedly. You see, neither coffee nor tobacco is ever going to fill the stomach. These fields are only good for satisfying the vices. Leave that there for now. Investigate the camp once more. Santos, I am Bosco Torre, the Tiger of the Bruno Plains, the Vanquisher of the Ruthless, the future Emperor of Isla Verde. You and your people are advancing rapidly. There's no way you can stop the Freeman Revolution. Only we are supported by the true power of the island, its army and its landowners. When you realize that you don't have any chance in this world, you'll end up with your hands and tongue cut off, though, future man. Ooh. And why would the landowners support your guerrilla? The simple president of Mali won the election by promising agrarian reform, nothing that politicians haven't done in the past. Said the madman was actually prepared to go through with it. Do you understand now? The landowners of this country have demonstrated great patriotism by joining our revolutionary cause. When the war is over, I, Basco Torre, the Lion of Isla Verde, will be very generous with them for their support and loyalty. Let's put a stop. Oh, I need 8? That went up drastically. Okay, this is the voice of the dead. Spectral sound under the white noise. Famous mystery reporter announces an investigation into acoustic phenomenon in the Bearer Mansion. I hope I could do this. Just a few weeks ago, dozens of violent, brutish, and bloodthirsty soldiers seared these quarters, but now the place is a dismal wasteland occupied by just 2 tents, the main mess hall. Okay. Oh yeah, I read that. Perfect. The pantry is completely dark. I advance with difficulty and stop short when something cold and slimy hits my face. Then I turn on my flashlight and sign up it on the ceiling fan. From a butcher's hook hangs a solid human corpse. Its ribs are open and it's been eviscerated. My hands are shaking when I leave here, master. Shoot. I do need to put a stop to some of this. A lot of this. Get rid of that. Good. Oh man. Do I need more for this? Okay, we've explored this. I can get rid of that easily. Logging camp. The jungle occupies the most remote region of Isla Verde. Indigenous people were expelled a century ago by logging companies and has been decades since logging companies left the island because it stopped being profitable. Since then, only the Freeman's army and malaria have inhabited the zone. Okay. Ooh. Well, let me get rid of that. Might as well. Put his power down. And from here I can upgrade my guy. Men and rats! The money started to come from the south. New routes opened up for trafficking in human flesh. For the first time, not breaking the law was the most lucrative business, so we emptied our cargo holds of rats and filled them with slaves. Quite interesting. I think we are doing so well. I'm gonna leave this for next time. Thank you guys for watching. I have been Xander Dream. You've been watching some Night Watch with Xander. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like or comment down below. And if you want to see more like this, please press that subscribe button. Till next time, folks, remember, keep watching and have a good night.